Lord Adonis' plan to punish the Conservative Party over its ongoing sleaze scandal is not going to happen, according to commentators from across the political spectrum. The Labour peer tweeted that a single anti-corruption candidate should stand against the Tories in the seat formerly occupied by Owen Paterson. Mr. Paterson, the disgraced former government minister, resigned earlier this month after it emerged that he was paid £110,000 to use his position to lobby. It sparked a public outcry and led to Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer branding Boris Johnson's behaviour corrupt and contemptible. Mr. Johnson later rebuffed this, but as the fallout continues to snowball, it has led to wider calls for MPs to be banned from having often lucrative second jobs. The ensuing by-election in Mr. Paterson's North Shropshire constituency will be keenly observed. Now Lord Adonis is suggesting that all the opposition parties should unify behind a cross-party candidate. He tweeted, "There should be a single anti-corruption candidate standing to replace Owen Paterson in North Shropshire, supported by Labour, the Lib Dems and the Greens. Time to get real about politics and forge a progressive alliance." The idea had been mooted but was quickly dismissed after Labour and the Lib Dems failed to agree on a candidate. This development may have been lost on the former New Labour man, or maybe he believed his rallying cry would spur the parties to reconsider it. Either way, people from all sides of the political spectrum quickly rubbished the chance of it happening. Mike Barrett wrote, "I agree it's not going to happen, as the so-called progressives hate each other more than the Tories. But your solution won't work, as many people who would back an anti-corruption candidate would never, in a million years, back a candidate standing under the Labour banner." Anti-Tory user Sam DC said, "It's not going to happen though, so we can only pray for a Chesham and Amersham situation, where a huge swing to the Lib Dems won them the seat." Tim Ashby wrote, "That's not going to happen. So the Lib Dems and Greens should get behind the Labour candidate and assist him to overturn the sizable majority that Paterson had." Meanwhile, The Nerve, which appeared to support the idea, wrote, "Not going to happen though. Unfortunately, the rural constituency has been held by Mr. Paterson since 1997 and in normal times is considered ultra safe for the Tories. At the 2019 general election he won 63% of the vote, beating Labour by nearly 23,000 votes. However, with the Tories mired in a sleaze scandal, that stonking majority could dwindle. It could replicate what happened in June's Chesham and Amersham by-election, when the Lib Dems overturned a Tory majority of more than 15,000 amid anger over the government's proposals to change the planning laws.